You're listening to the Chronicles of Living podcast, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. Now let's talk.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop on the road of life. You can't stop. You can't stop moving. Keep move. Keep that pace. You switching to gear. Let's go as we climb up the hill. Don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working. It's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady. Don't watch the clock. Go round. Cycle. Life is a cycle. Life is a cycle.
Greetings, my visionary dreamers. I don't know what happened. I was trying to move the volume and it got stuck. Y'all know me in this show. It's always something. Listen up.
All learning, always turning. Later, cannot stop the time. Always merging into lanes that better suit us as we ride. Switch it up. Switching to gear, let's go. As we climb up the hill, don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working, it's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady, don't watch the clock. Go round. Cycle.
So, to those who are just tuning in, this is Adion, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit. And you're listening to Chronicles of Living podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know, it's extraordinary folk doing the damn thing the best way we can. And today's topic is allow yourself to receive. That's right, I said it. Allow yourself to receive. I believe I had a show on giving and appreciation and things of that nature, but when you are a giver, for some reason, it's hard for you to receive. And just like Torelli and the Fuse are saying, cycle. It's like we gotta recycle. We gotta have a balance of give and take. It can't be just take or give. It has to be a balance. And therefore, to all you givers out there, you have to learn how to receive. And this topic came about, I don't know what, my spirit is just really challenging me. Again, it came about at the last minute today. I would say around about 6:38. I think that's when I looked at the clock. 6:38, just now. Work, you know how it is on Wednesdays. But I had a long day yesterday. I took my son down to Harrisburg, and I wanted to talk about that today, but I have a surprise for you guys on Sunday. And I'm not going to say too much about it because I want it to flow the way it's going to flow. So this Sunday coming up, make sure you tune in because it's going to be an awesome show. Y'all know sometimes I like to keep things under wraps until it happens. I like to give y'all some surprises here and there, but I know it's going to be an awesome show. Well, My goal is always for it to be an awesome show, but you know, sometimes it's just a little bonus. Let's say that. Okay. So, again, I want to my oracle cards. And it was a card that was sitting right at the top. I asked about, far as topics I already had written down. I asked about a topic that kind of came to my head when I walked through the door of my room. But it was like, no, this card was on top. And so this card is receptivity. That's the card. Receptivity. And it says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So, with that being said, this is why we have to learn how to balance the give and the take. We can't just do one thing. So, if you're already a giver, when you learn how to receive, it will increase your intuition, your energy, and your ability to give to others, even though you're already given. But see, sometimes as givers, we go through times where we give to certain people, and then even though we're giving out of a genuine heart, some people will take that for granted or so called try to take advantage of that. And then you feel some type of way as to how you gave or what you gave. Um, you don't feel some type of way as to, oh, you want to take it back, but it's like a disappointment, especially if it's like somebody that tried to take advantage of you or taking you for granted. It can be disappointing. So, this is why it's important for you to learn how to receive as well. Because, see, that's where the balance comes in. Because a lot of times, some people think that just because you give to people, those same people are going to give back the same way. But when you give out of a right heart and you give just because, you're receiving comes from unexpected sources, unexpected people, unexpected ways. Trust me, I know because I have experienced, and I had to let my son know that, when he has watched different people take advantage of me. Um, we had a conversation when he was young, and he said that he wasn't going to be like me and he wasn't going to go out his way for people and things of that nature. And I had to correct him and let him know, like, no, you don't um, take that attitude, because when you give to people, God will bless you in unexpected ways. It's not always from the same people that you give to. You just have to give just because there's a need at that time for that person. And if you feel led in your heart to give to that person, you don't worry about what that person is going to do with the gifts or the energy or the time that you gave them or the money that you gave them. You just let it go and bless them and feel the warmth, feel the joy from being able to be in position to give. There are so many people that either they think they have nothing to give or they don't know how to give. So the fact that you are blessed to know how to give, to know how to release and hear people's need, that is a huge blessing in itself. And you're not um, attached to whatever it is that you're giving. So it is so free that you give, so freely that you're given. And I'm telling you, for me, because I'm such a giver, it makes me feel joy in my heart whenever I can give to people. And giving is not always um, money or a gift. Giving is your time and your energy, your knowledge, your wisdom that you share with people. So when people want to give that back to you and want to take the time to give you and share knowledge and wisdom with you, want to share compassion with you, and you know, under I'll say overstanding. I'm trying to correct myself with these words because y'all know I'm big on words and what we say. So let me correct that. I'm not trying. I am working hard at correcting certain words in my vocabulary. And I want you all to do the same thing. So instead of saying understand, because under means underneath something, right? Why do we say understand? It's just, we got to correct the system sometimes on our own. Overstand. Want to overstand. I was watching somebody on YouTube and they kept saying that overstand. I was like, I get it. I'm with that. I have to work on practicing that. So we want to overstand, you know, um, when people want to share with us the things that they overstand to get you to the point that you can overstand a situation or an issue that you're dealing with. And once you can overstand that issue or that um, problem, I'll say, that's when you can find a solution. So, that in itself is a big gift to receive from people. That people, when they go through things in life, just like right now, I'm giving to you. And I'm hoping that with each show, any show that you listen to, that you receive the words, the encouragement, the inspiration, the motivation that I am giving to you. That is a gift. I'm giving you sometimes what I never received from no one else. Maybe because I just didn't run into people that was in the certain situations that I went through. So that is a blessing that God gave me to give you encouragement through all the struggles and obstacles that I went through. That's a gift because so many people out here go through things in life and they are ashamed, they are embarrassed, and so they're worrying about what people think of them. And if you listen to past shows, you know that I had to break free of that. I had to break free of people doubting me or talking about me or judging me. I had to break free of that in order that I can give you this gift in hopes that you receive the gift. I always pray before the episode, y'all know that. But one of the things that I pray is that when you hear my voice through your ears, that my voice and the words that I speak gives you comfort and that you are receptive to the comfort and the inspiration that I am feeding you. And you can take that on and be encouraged to deal with whatever you're dealing with in this time space reality so that you can move on from that issue, that situation, you know, so you can jump over that obstacle that you are facing. This is what I'm saying about being receptive. There have been so many times that I blocked somebody else's blessing because I wasn't willing to be receptive because I'm such an independent person, you know, being a single mom and not even just before being a single mom, kind of, being out there on my own. My mom has always been there, but I've been on my own straight out of high school. So I've experienced a lot very young. And then being on my own with the whole entrepreneurship, you know, just wanting to learn things and, challenge myself. I always challenge myself. So therefore, when I'm challenging myself, it used to be hard for me to receive help from other people because I wanted to figure it out on my own. That's just how I'm wired. So I had to get to a point in my life that I realized that, and you know what? It actually came from a friend of mine's in Georgia, my son's barber. He was my son's barber since he was, I don't know, 7, 8 years old when we lived in Georgia, and he's still my friend to the day. And I can remember one time, um, this is around the time that, yeah, I lost my job at the apartment complex in Georgia when you gotta listen to past shows when the property manager got me fired. So I needed to wash clothes and I didn't have money for detergent, for clothes detergent. And I don't even know how the conversation came up with him. I guess I must have took my son to get his hair cut, or sometimes he would come to the house and cut his hair depending on his schedule because he blessed me and always cut my son hair for free. I mean, he took in the beginning, of course, I was paying, but then once we became friends, he used to just look out because he was in the music, I was in the music, so therefore I was helping him out with some things as far as his music. And in return, not even just because of that, because we became friends. And so he looked at my son as like a nephew or whatever, and he saw I was a single mom, so he would look out. And that was one way I was able to receive. I was able to receive for my son, but I still was like not able to receive for me. And so he came over, and I don't know how we got in a conversation, but we got in a conversation about the fact that I needed to wash our clothes. I had a washer and dryer in our place, but I didn't have detergent. Like that's where I was at that time in my life. I lost my job. I was collecting unemployment. It wasn't that much. So, hey, I had to pay the bills first. Or financial commitments. That's another thing I'm correcting. It's not bills, it's financial commitment. Okay. We'll talk about that another day. Anyway, so he said to me, and he calls me Liv. Y'all know I got so many names. He calls me Liv because y'all know he call me Living or Liv. And he said, Liv, you, he was like, I'm going to get y'all some detergent and, I'll be back. And I was like, no, it's cool. I'll make it happen or whatever like that. He was like, listen, you got to stop. I see you give to so many people. You look out for so many people. You got to learn how to allow somebody to give to you so you can see how it feels when you are giving to others. That was deep. That stuck with me to this day. And this was so many years ago that that conversation happened. I'm sure he would be like surprised as to how I remember what he said to me. But when he said that to me, it touched my heart because he put it in a way that made me understand that it is important for you to receive from others. And the reason why, like he also said, you can be blocking somebody else's blessing, you know? And I'm so blessed, and my son is so blessed. My kids are so blessed because I give. I've given so much to the fact that I run into people and they remember things that I did for them and I don't remember because I just did it on the fly, whatever it was, and wasn't expecting nothing back. you know? But time after time, year after year, God has blessed us with some extraordinary gifts and unexpected blessings just out of nowhere, you know, because I give. So when people are trying to give to you, just like my friend said, you have to be careful as to not receiving it because you're blocking somebody else's blessing when you don't receive. Something as simple as somebody trying to give you, or somebody giving you a compliment, somebody saying to you, you know, your hair looks nice today. And then you go back and say, oh my gosh, like it looks a mess. You just blocked their blessing because you didn't receive it. Instead of saying it's a mess, you could have said, thank you so much. Thank you. And so, or somebody saying, you really look nice today. And just because you don't feel like you look nice, you just respond in a way to make them feel like, well, dang, why did they even say that? When they're saying it to you out of a genuine heart. They're saying, and obviously, God put them in your path for them to say that to you because you was feeling crappy that day. You know, sometimes we go out and we're just not feeling ourselves, and therefore God will place different people in your path throughout the day to just tell you, oh wow, you look nice today, or oh, I love the way, I love your earrings, or I love your shoes, or I love that cologne that you're wearing. And little things, little subtle things like that, when you just say thank you in return, that means that you're being receptive. And the more you're receptive, the more God and the universe gives to you. It's just like my show on appreciation. The more you appreciate, the more God gives to you. Just like I always say, you know, little kids, the more you tell them that they're doing good in school or good job, the more they want to do a good job. Same with us as adults. When your boss or your coworker say, your teammates say good job, it brings a smile to your face. As long as you're in the receptive mode and you are willing to receive it. You're not in the mode of, oh my gosh, this is not complete. What are you talking about? It's not complete yet. You're taking away the blessing that they're trying to give you or that they're giving you. So we got to be careful as to how we respond to people when they want to bless us, when they want to bless us with their words, their wisdom, their knowledge, their time, their energy. There have been times when um, I've given energy and time to people and they complained. They complained. Like, you're complaining. I'm giving you my time and my energy to help you out with something. You're not in a receptive mode. You're you want more. So when people are like that, that means that they're used to taking. When people complain after you have blessed them or tried to or gave them something, and again, I'm not saying just materialistic things. I'm saying, y'all know I'm big on time because that's the one thing in life that you cannot get back. I don't care what you do, you can't get time back. So anytime somebody's willing to give you time, definitely be in a receptive mode to receive it. Because to me, that's the biggest blessing somebody can give you is time. And I so want to talk about yesterday and where me and my son went yesterday, but I have to restrain because I want to talk about it on Sunday. I have to talk about it on Sunday. So, um, but I had to tell my son on a journey, when we were driving to where we were going. It was like a 3 hour ride yesterday. Um, that he has to. No, I asked him. I said, "Are you afraid of success?" Because he he's talented, and y'all been listening to the show. Y'all know that he has two books out right now, and we self-published them. And I never say what the books are, but just Google his full name: Zamir, Zamir Dion Deon Williams. Google his name, and everything will come up. And please support books if you have a young kid, or or just support. We would appreciate that. But his book series is called um Guardians, Franklin's Story. That's the first trilogy that he's already written two. But I had to ask him because when I set up things for him, he's kind of like, "Mom, pump your brakes. You're doing too much. I'm not ready for this." Um, things of that nature. And I asked him, "Are you afraid of success?" And he said, "I don't think that I'm afraid of success, but I am maybe concerned as to will I be able to handle balancing out things because of the fact that he's still in school. He's in college. He's in there for computer science and Japanese. So he loves what he's doing. He really wants to learn, and, he wants to complete school, and he's worrying about getting sidetracked. Um, but I told him, I said, "Listen, whenever God's ready to bring success to the gift that he's blessed you with, and that is writing, God will make sure that you are able to balance out everything that you want to do. Do not block what God is doing for you, because everything is going to work out exactly as it's supposed to." And so once I said that to him, he started to get in the receptive mode, like, "Okay, I hear you, okay, I could take that." And for me, that was good because that has been a concern for these last 2 years, and we pretty much haven't been promoting his books because of that. And I'm saying to you guys out there, my visionary dreamers, you are listening to this podcast show because you are a visionary dreamer. You have goals, you have dreams, and you have visions that you, God put on your heart to accomplish. And because of that, you definitely have to be in a receptive mode. And I'm not saying that I'm in the perfect receptive mode. Sometimes I still struggle with it. I have, one of my visionary dreamers was like, "Listen, I want to help you out, whatever you need. If you need me to help you keep up with anything, far as your social media or whatever, because that's what he does, far as his career, his job, he works in marketing. So he can help me keep up with some things. But I'm so on go all the time that I can kind of forget people that are willing to help me. Not forget them, but forget the fact that I do have help, offered to me. And his whole thing is, you've helped me so much. I don't want it to be one sided. I want, to be able to give back. I want to be able to help you too. And honestly, my words to him was, "You're already helping me. because of the fact that you are a visionary dreamer and I'm able to share my wisdom and my knowledge with you to help you get things on task, that's helping me because this is my gift to the world, to the universe, to any human being that comes in my path that has a dream or a vision or goal. That's what God blessed me with. This is my purpose in life. So whenever I'm able to bless him, and as long as he continues to receive, it's blessing me because it's showing me what people, how can I say, how it is that I can help people, what works, what I need to alter when I'm helping um, my visionary dreamers make their dreams become a reality. He's literally helping me alter, the course that I'm putting together. And so anytime I'm helping people, as long as they are in receptive mode, I'm receiving as well. And that's another way. I'm receiving as well because I'm able to receive information from them that I can take and give to you. You see how that works? That balance, that give and that take. I'm receiving information from them as to what's helping them. They're receiving information from me to help them. And then because of the information I'm receiving from them, everything is recycled and I'm giving that same information to you in a different format, in a different way. You see how important it is to balance out giving and taking. And it's just so important, what I've learned throughout the years, to also not hold grudges against people that you have given to. And when you needed them, they weren't able to give back in the same way, whether they weren't able to or they just didn't want to. And some people can give back and help you out, but they just flat out won't. And what I say to that is that is a lesson for you. That's a lesson for you to learn. That was a lesson for me, you know. That can be a lesson of learning how to give and learning how to make sure that you're giving out of a right heart. Because when you give out of a right heart, it doesn't matter what people what people do with your gift, you know. I'm sure there are plenty of times that, well, I know for me, that I've given money to people on the streets, that's in need. When they come up to your car, or even if you walking in town, and there have been plenty of times, and it's been times when my son was with me and he was young, and I've given to these people. And so what that did was kind of like a two-way thing. It showed my son that when you see people in need, bless them, give to them. And as long as those people are in a receptive mode and they take from you what you're giving them, no matter how small it is, that's when you will receive that unexpected blessing. And again, that's not why you're giving it to them. You just give out of a kind heart, and you expect that they are going to do the right thing with what you gave them. That they're not going to go spend the money on, drugs or drinking, but they're going to spend the money on eating or things that they need. And you just give with that mindset and let it go. Let it go. Don't worry about what they're going to do. If they choose to use what you gave them on drugs or things that is not beneficial to them, that's on them. You've done your deed. You've blessed them. So therefore, bless them and be in receptive mode after that, or while you're blessing them. You never know. You could walk right down the street and then somebody will wind up doing something for you in return, you know? So I've received so many crazy blessings that it's like I want to do a show on miracles. And so sometimes I hold back on some of the, insane blessings that I have received. Yes, I do share with you about the obstacles, the struggles, the things that I had to, um, and people that I had to forgive. But that's all because this is a show for visionary dreamers. And just like my show, Clean Out Your Closet, you have to clean out your closet in order for your dreams to be a blessing and not a curse, you know? Because as I said, when you hold on to things and you don't clean out your closet, and when I say your closet, I'm not just talking physical closet. Well, I'm talking physical as in, your mind, body, soul, spirit. But I'm talking physical closet as well as your home, the clutter. Just any type of clutter, whether it's within you or whether it's within your atmosphere or your environment. Because once you do that, when people are in the role of blessing you, you can receive. Because that's another part of it. When you have clutter in your life, when you have clutter in your home, in your car, and things of that nature, you're not in receptive mode because you have no space to receive anything because you got too much clutter going on. You're not in receptive mode. So, receptive mode is from so many different angles, you know? We have to figure out what is it that's blocking us when you feel like you're in a situation and things are not going right. Most likely, you are blocking that receptive mode to be activated because something that you're holding on to that's not beneficial to you. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's because we're in position to grow our character, of course. We all have to go through life and learn lessons in order for our character to grow. But a lot of times when things are not going our way, is because we're blocking things that or people that God are working on blessing us with because we're not in receptive mode, you know. And I know that to some people it can feel weird when you're so used to giving. It can feel weird, like I don't know if I want to take this. And now let's not get it twisted. Everything is not good to take from everybody. Definitely use your intuition. But just like my card said, when you are in, when you allow yourself to receive, it will increase your intuition, your energy, and your ability to give. Your intuition is saying. So, your intuition is that spirit in you, your higher self that knows that that gut feeling you have inside, the butterflies or the the pain you might feel in your stomach, or if you get a little ill, if somebody's working on blessing you with something, giving something to you. If your intuition kicks in and it's like not a good feeling, then you need to run with that and know that that is not a blessing that someone's trying to give to you or that someone's giving to you. It might be a curse. So we need our intuition to be strengthened. So learn how to balance it all out and receive. Understand the person or overstand the person that you are about to receive from. Think about who they are. Think about their history as far as you know. Think about how they do other people. Do they give to other people? Is it just you? And even if it is just you, how do they react to other people? Are they kind hearted people? Are they people that complain a lot? Because if it's a complainer, you might not want to take whatever they got to give, you know? Because most likely, if they're a complainer or if they are a gossiper, then most likely that's what they're going to do to you, or they're going to expect something back in return. So I'm coming up to my mark. But again, I could just talk to y'all all day, every day. Y'all know this. I really love y'all. I mean, like I said, this show is for everybody in the universe. And this is why I work hard at hitting the topics from different angles so everyone can relate in their own way. The topic I could just go at it one way, but I work hard at making sure that I broaden it. So if one thing I'm saying don't get you, something else that I say will, you know. So I want to leave y'all with this. When people want to give and you're in that receptive mode and you feel like you don't want to receive something from them, you don't want to take from them because you don't have nothing to give back. Understand first, when they're giving to you, that doesn't mean that you have to give back. But if you really feel the need to give back and you just don't got it like that, guess what? Thank you cards. Just give them a thank you card. Something as small as that. Something as small as a hug or just expressing that you are grateful. Something as small as an email thanking them. You don't understand. I mean, you don't overstand how something so small can make people feel so good. Telling them, giving them a compliment, you know, in return. Not just because they gave to you, but just because that makes you feel good and just show your appreciation that they did give something to you, you know? So don't feel weird, y'all, when people want to bless you. Always remember that when people bless you, don't block their blessings. When they want to bless you, receive it. Receive it with thanksgiving, receive it with appreciation. But again, be logical, follow your intuition, follow how you feel with whatever they're giving you. Make sure that you understand there's no strings attached and receive it so that they can be blessed in return. Don't block nobody blessing. We all deserve to be blessed. So let's get a balance on this whole giving and taking. This is how the world goes around and round. We all have to take, we all have to receive, we all have to give at different points in our lives. So pay attention to your intuition and receive. Allow yourself to receive. God touched somebody's heart to give you whatever it is that they want to bless you with. God touched their heart to do that. As long as, again, like I said, it's not a person that feels like there are strings attached. If you know this person is a kind-hearted person, it might not be. It could be a grungy person, but you just touched their heart in a major way, and they just want to give to you. So just check your intuition, see how you feel, and receive. Receive. We all deserve to be blessed. Even if you feel like you've been doing wrong for some years and you've done a lot of people wrong, sometimes God can send a little angel your way when you decide to acknowledge and own your own shit and stop pointing the finger and understand that it's time for you to make major changes in your life. Sometimes God will send a little angel your way to bless you in an unexpected way, just to let you know that he see you or she see you, because I say Mother God, Father God, you know, just to let you know that Spirit sees that you acknowledge that it's time for you to change. It's time for you to transform your life and things about you. And God will send somebody your way to bless you, just to let you know it's okay. It's okay. And that God is going to be with you to make the changes and guide you as to the changes and how you need to make the changes in your life. So that definitely was for somebody. I don't know who, but receive it. Receive that. Receive this word, okay? A lot of times I say, when people say things to me and it's good and it's beneficial, I say, I receive that. I'm in agreement. And just like I tell my visionary dreamers, when I'm helping them out and they have a little fear in their heart and then they jump over that fear and they're ready, I let them know I've always been in a whole agreement mode. I'm always in agreement. Even though y'all can't see me physically, understand whatever it is that you're setting out to do in this time-space reality, I am in agreement with you. And as the Bible says, when two or more are in agreement on one thing, it shall be done. So I'm in agreement with you guys. Whatever it is that you have your heart set on to achieve in this time-space reality. I love you guys. And again, thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always tuning in and giving me things and the encouragement that I need when I look at the stats, the downloads, the plays. I am in receptive mode. So make sure you share the show with whoever you know needs to hear these words. Okay? So until Sunday, make sure you tune in. Got a surprise for you guys. I love y'all. Make sure y'all check out the show, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher. Just Google Chronicles of Living Podcast Show and download the app in the Play Store. Chronicles of Living Podcast. I love you guys. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Chronicles of Living, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. And if you are pursuing your dreams, I'm proud of you. Because the best part of life is when you decide to live. To keep up with us, please visit chroniclesofliving.com. Until next time, this is Adion, your dream pusher. I love you guys.